It's Nigel here. For you might like to have a little bit of information about an upcoming NLP and hypnotherapy practice day, which are returning again. This one's in addition to the Trans Cafe, the one that's once a month at an evening. This is a Sunday. Looking at Sunday, the 3rd of November. Yay! So topics for this are going to include, there's three main things that I'm interested in doing, as well as anything additional that comes out for it. Recently been to a one-day training with one of the giants in the field of solution focus, Ben Furman, someone I've seen before who is really, really great with what and how he does. So I want to include 2, maybe 3 of the exercises that were part of that day. They include, well, it wasn't framed like this, though to me it is. It's about being able to express in really good ways aspects of what people often call self-esteem or self-concept. It's about a really cool way of moving through that and acknowledging, and it's an important thing to do, to acknowledge how well you do with many of the things in your life, which as that kind of thing happens, it tends to open up more possibilities for you. So one of the big focuses, double focus of, again, solution focused, it's to offer the idea of hope. And that's really important. It moves away from the problems that people face. Although it doesn't completely dismiss them, it moves towards the idea of hope that change is possible. So there'll be 2 or 3 of exercises from that, which are going to be really, really cool. Some of them are very new to me, so I want to share that on the practice day. One of the other aspects, I guess there's 2 of the same thing here. They're both rotating around using hypnosis and hypnotherapy. There's some aspects from that, well, what would you call it? What would I call it? Seminal volume of Dave Ellman Hypnotherapy. And right at the start of that, he's talking about some of his greatest discoveries. This is relating to changing habits. So his discoveries are put like this. If a person knows the cause of a habit, or like the generation of it, its evolution, you can treat that, according to Dave, you can treat that with some fairly straightforward hypnosis. If they don't know the cause, he invites the idea to use hypnoanalysis regression, however you want to call it, to go back to that, to discover what that is in hypnosis, start to affect the treatment then. And most importantly, which I'm certain, again, if you do this kind of work, you will know that you can do work in hypnosis, and then there is huge value on the other side of that, the more conscious awareness, for a discussion of that, really marrying, bringing together conscious and conscious understanding. So I want to do that aspect. Nudged onto that are some ideas from Emile Coué, auto-suggestion, which I think marry quite nicely to that. And maybe again, maybe not. Thirdly, I really want to go over some presuppositional language patterns. And maybe you wouldn't want to miss out on those things either. They're very, very useful in terms of not just, hello Leanne, hello Mark, in terms of not just adding to the skill set that you've already got. Again, it's really important to be able to utilize these to, again, add hope. I like that word at the moment, hope. Hope springs eternal, so it does. Not just to do that, to make these functional, so you've got a functional use of a certain set of patterns, which through practice, always emphasizing the importance of practice until you come to the real world to use them. Once you've got a practice skill, it becomes part of who you are. And again, it's there for you as well. So the invitation, if you wouldn't like to already, if you want to find out when you can book on this, then you can. If you like the video, I'll put the booking link on once it's done, where you can have a look at the other webpage that deals with the practice groups, transcafe.co.uk. So I'm going to, again, go back to something I was doing before I decided to make this short video. And it's something I enjoy very much. And it will also be part of the practice day. But I'm keeping that a secret until now. Bye. Have a lovely Monday. Oh. If you end this live video now, you will be able to choose if you want to save or delete it. I like choices. Maybe I'll do neither. Look for the practice date, 3rd of November. Bye!